Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for another video. So, I've been back for about a day now from my trip. I got back at like after midnight already. So, I wasn't gonna start doing content like the moment I got back. And then the next day, Saturday, decided to just take a me day. Just take a day to myself, recharge, relax. It was nice, dude. Watched the new episode of One Piece. It's incredible. Yeah. But I am back now. I had such a good time on my trip. I feel like completely revitalized, and I'm like so excited to get back into my regular routines, get back on the grind. The trip was just fantastic. But yeah, we're gonna start this video off with the promo code. So it's just, oh, wait, let me double check what it is actually. Yeah, so it's MCOCJUNE, all caps. Make sure you put in all caps or it's not gonna work. But yeah, that's going to get you 5 energy refills, 3 revives, and 3 of these reunion crystals. We're going to claim those. So, while I was gone, on May 30th, there was a official Kabam live stream. Now, on that day, I was actually awake at like 6 in the morning. I woke up and I just couldn't fall back asleep, and we had to be out of our cabin on the boat by 8 a.m. So, that sucked. And then our flight wasn't until like almost 7 o'clock. So we just kind of had a lot of time to kill at the airport. So I was able to watch the stream. It was being weird on YouTube, but I watched it on Twitch. And, I'm sure a lot of you guys already know a lot of this information. I usually always make these recap videos, but I'm late to it. But I still decided to make it because there's just a lot of cool stuff that I personally want to talk about, regardless if anyone wants to watch this video or not. It's not why I'm making it. I'm making it because I'm excited and I want to share with you guys my thoughts on some of this stuff. So if you're interested, here's the video. We're going to get into it. So let's go. Announcements. Last call for Lumitrix, the Light Essence, June 4th. I'm 1 Light Essence away right now. I think I'm going to try to get them. We've got some more roadmap stuff. Promo code, we already went over that. All caps, MCOCJUNE. Return of secret codes. I don't like the secret codes. I think those are kind of weird. But, yeah, so, Fantastic4 is not the next Saga. You guys heard that? It's the Fantastic Force Saga. So, special rotating Saga boost, Saga-themed raids, Alliance War Encounter Showcase, Incursion Saga Sector, new Saga Chase Champion, new Eidol Chase, Saga Sale, Saga-themed meta events, rebirth events, and more. So, got a cool little trailer here. Little Herbie. Someone in my alliance really wants Psycho Man buffed, and they got so excited when they saw him in the trailer. But he's not getting a buff. Rip Psycho Man. Yeah, the Fantastic4 Saga. So it's going to start with Things Might. You're going to be gaining bonuses. There's like a Torch one and an Invisible Woman one. It's going to be interesting. They already revealed the next couple metas for Battlegrounds as well. We also have 7-star Mr. Fantastic. He is going to be our Chase champion. We need to get research grants to acquire him. We're going to see a little bit of gameplay right here. Personally, I'm not the biggest Mr. Fantastic fan. My biggest issue with him is that right there, his heavy attack. His heavy attack reach is garbage, and yet his ability is to stretch. He should have the most incredible reach in the entire game. And also, my favorite character from One Piece, Luffy, is made of rubber, so the powers are a little bit similar. And like Luffy would be so much better than Mr. Fantastic in game. Mr. Fantastic, I don't know. He got a buff once, and he's definitely better now. But I was not fussed about him coming as a 7-star. Honestly, I kind of hoped that he wasn't going to come as a 7-star. But whatever. I'm going to give him a try. I'm definitely going to get him. Maybe as a 7-star I'll like him. Maybe I'll even cosplay as him. Get some white in my hair, a little white in the beard. Go for a Mr. Fantastic cosplay or something. Pretty cool. But yeah, I like that they show all the ways to get him here. So you can take a look at this. I already have all this stuff screenshot on my phone. Because once we get a month into it, I'm like, where am I getting all this stuff from? So it's good that they start with posting something like that. So it's starting June 4th. Valiant players. We have a wait. I don't think. I think this is not June 4th. I think this is supposed to be later. I think they made a mistake or something. But let's get past that for now. Dude, this was some of the biggest news. 7-star Human Torch. So I think, like, because I was thinking, after we just had the latest sale and everything with the Heart of Fire and all that, and in the Deadpool Red and Dead Shed right before that, I was thinking, like, what are they gonna do for July 4th? Like, just catalysts, just Titan crystals. Like, it's not gonna be enough. Like, they need something big to really get people to spend on the event. And I was racking my brain trying to think, like, what are they gonna do? And I wasn't coming up with anything. And then I see this, and it's like, oh, everything just clicked. Like, oh, it all makes complete and total logical sense now. They're gonna milk the whales for Human Torch. Like, I think it's gonna work. I think it's absolutely gonna work. I want it, bro. I might be getting milked. 7-star Torch is my guy, dude. Like, I made so much content on him. It also looks like, is he flipped right now? The 4 logo looks the wrong way. I just noticed that. But yeah, man, I need to get 7-star Torch. He's probably I think it's going to be very expensive though. Like, very expensive though. With the Heart of Fire stuff and those champs, like, it was technically possible to get Dark Phoenix free to play. It's not easy. You need like 40,000 units saved up, but it's doable. Was possible to grind units. I don't think the same is going to be for Torch. I don't think it's like, if you have 30, 40,000 units, I don't think you're going to be able to get Torch. I think you're going to need to spend a lot of cold, hard cash to get him. But, if the rest of the offers and everything is really good, maybe I will. I'm gotta wait and see, but definitely has my attention, man. 7-star Torch. God damn it, Kabam. Why couldn't you have just made him the Saga Chase? Why? I know why, because then you wouldn't have made nearly as much money. But yeah, there's also supposed to be a CCP promo code, so I should be having access to that. Be on the lookout. I will definitely be hooking you guys up with that. So yeah, alright. That's July 4th stuff. Alright. We got the Valiant Event Quest 2. So really the only change is that they got rid of the portals, and it's now available for Paragon Summoners. But again, this is only going to be, it's still kind of like a beta test. Like, I'm fairly certain we don't have a Valiant Event Quest in the month of July to August. It was supposed to only be in May and then June for them to do like a test run and then reconvene and see if they want to make like a permanent edition. I'm fairly certain on that. But I really enjoyed it. This is honestly, like, I would love to have this every single month, Crucible style. I really enjoyed it. And it's something that's fun to just live stream and hang out with you guys and do. So it's a great thing to have monthly. Alright, what else? We got some gameplay of the new champions. I don't think I'm going to go into that because the deep dives are literally already live now. You can see it up in the top right corner right there. I'll probably just make a video going over the deep dives. So we're going to skip past the new champion gameplay right now. But our new champions are Nico Minoru. She's going to be Mystic. She, like, the very first thing that comes to mind is, oh, we are already getting a Dark Phoenix counter. I think that sums it up. And then Carolina Dean, she's a Cosmic Champion. Yeah. And they are our Pride Month champions. I'm pretty sure they are a lesbian couple. And yeah, they're from the Runaways. I saw season 1 of the Runaways like a long, long time ago, like when I still lived with my parents. So that's like more than half a decade ago. I barely remember. I think there was like a season 2. I'm going to have to rewatch it. Me and the girlfriend are probably going to rewatch it at some point. But yeah, then this was Honeydew, who made Carolina Dean. Some gameplay. We're going to skip past all the new champion stuff for the time being. This is the Pride event starting June 1st. Alright, let's skip ahead. So there's also going to be the rework. It's not Psycho Man. It's Captain Britain. I don't know anyone who was asking for a Captain Britain rework, to be honest. I sure wasn't. A little disappointed by this. There's like 30 other champions I would love to see get a rework ahead of Captain Britain. Like, for example, Psylocke, who's been in the game years prior to Captain Britain, came out alongside Iceman and Archangel. Like, she deserves a buff so much more than Captain Britain. But Kabam logic, man. So I digress. But there's gonna be like a double track event for her. I don't really care about this. It's not getting me excited personally. But to each their own. If you're excited about this, I'm happy for you. Then we have our new Eidol Chase, Solvarch. This dude looks straight out of Yu-Gi-Oh, man. I swear. That's like the first thing I thought of. He looks cool though. I'm not complaining. I like it. I'm fairly certain he's going to be a tech champion. That's immediately what he struck me as. And I've heard that he's going to be he's in like the next Saga pool, which is Tech and Mystics or something. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true, but I think there's no way he's not Tech. He screams Tech. Perhaps a Tech XL as well, which is pretty rare in the Tech class. Could be large, but I'm guessing XL. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. I think this is going to be called Dark Essence instead of with Lumitrix, it was Light Essence. So yeah, man, I'm excited to see this guy. See how good he is. So, all right, let's keep going up. And I think we're about to get to what I am most excited about. I think it's coming up right here. MCOC is on PC now. It's cool. I'll have to do a live stream on PC at some point. But all right, come on. Get to the good stuff. Oh yeah, here's the correction. I think they messed up earlier. Box correction. Yeah, I'm not going to go too depth into that. All right, here we go. The good stuff. Wheel of Fate. This is the reason I'm still making this video. Like this, man. Oh yes, yes. This is the stuff. This is why I keep playing this game, man. Because I keep coming out with content like this that keeps me so intrigued. One of the big reasons that just keeps me chomping at the bit. This type of content. So it's called Wheel of Fate, and we have one of my all-time favorite champs in the game. Deathless Thanos, my first ever 7-star rank 4. He is the poster child of this. He is the final boss of the whole thing. And Deathless Thanos is he is quite the defender, man. He has far surpassed my expectations as a defender. I think, like, the only champ in the game that, like, I put on the same level or above Deathless Thanos, like, is Onslaught. And that's Onslaught, man. Like, Deathless Thanos, he's so insane. And I'm excited to try to fight him as a final boss with nodes and everything, making him. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. So each quest is the same, which is weird. But there's 3 quest chapters. So team size of 1, 7 stars only, which is again why on the tier list, I've had the rule that 6-star champions or champions that are just locked out of being 7 stars, they're not allowed in the highest tier because of new content like this. 7 stars only. And I think that trend is going to continue. So, and I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that personally. So, choice node between each fight, limited pool based on tags. Champion pool gets smaller each quest, but you heal to full, which is nice. So, quests make up 12 unique bosses, Deathless Thanos boss, and they're calling this aspirational Everest content. Now, what does that mean? What it means essentially is that, you shouldn't feel. If you can't just 100% on day 1, you shouldn't feel bad. This is not something you're supposed to be 100%ing on day 1. Will people 100% on day 1? Absolutely. But it's supposed to be something to aspire to build up your roster, to go through other quests and play other areas of the game, level up, increase your roster, and then try to attempt at this type of content. That's what it means by aspirational Everest content, in my interpretation of that at least. But you guys know me. I'll be here day 1 streaming this thing. I don't know if we're going to 100% knock it out day 1, but, within the first week, we'll probably have it 100%ed. Definitely do at least the first quest, the first chapter, day 1, at, like, bare minimum. But yeah, I have kind of enjoyed taking my time a little bit more with content instead of just, 100%ing, blitzing it all day 1. Like, I've been having more fun doing little bits here and there and streaming that journey. I find that to be more fun now that I've matured. Maturing in MCOC is not blitzing content day 1, at least in my eyes, and from my YouTuber perspective, doing this for so long. Not like I used to be, man. Before, man, it was 17-hour stream, day 1, 100%, however long it took. That's what I'd do. All right, but let's get into the rewards, man. The rewards are pretty juicy. So for Quest 1, we're starting out super duper slow. You know, we got 5,000 7-star shards, 5,000 Titan shards, 1 Tier 4 Alpha Catalyst, and 3 Tier 6 class Catalyst selectors. You know, nothing crazy. This is a nice shards, nice Catalyst. You know, take it. Quest 2, it ramps up. We get a full Titan Crystal, and this will be the day after the Titan Pool updates. The Titan Pool is going to be probably the best it's like ever been after the next update. Like 6 bangers are entering the pool. Incredible. So like the Titan is like even better because it's a fresh pool. Then we have 2,500 Awakening 7-star Awakening Gem shards, a fully formed Tier 7 basic catalyst, 3 more Tier 4 alphas, and 3 more Tier 6 class catalysts selectors. So, you know, not bad. Not bad. The full Tier 7 basic and a full Titan, that's wonderful. I love to see that, right? Oh, and there's also this guy, too. This guy I was hiding. I'm pretty sure this was a 5 champion 7-star Nexus. So that's cool, too. But, alright, let's get to the really good stuff. So, for Quest 3, we have 6 Tier 4 alphas, 2 more Tier 7 basics, so that's going to be a full rank 4 from this content. 7,500 additional 7-star Awakening Gem shards, so that's going to be, with the 2,500 before, a fully formed 7-star Awakening Gem crystal that you can open, which I absolutely love. Can always use more Awakening Gems, especially with, again, all those awesome champs in the Titan. Might be using some Awakening Gems on some, or I might be lacking Awakening Gems for some, so I'm really excited to open up that. Another one of these 7-star, I think 5 champion Nexus crystals. We already said the Tier 7 basic. And then there's something really, really interesting. Instead of there being, you know, a Titan Nexus or something, no, there's something different. There's also a cool status profile pick here. But there is I believe it's a 12 champion selector. And they tease us. They only show us 2 champions in there, but those 2 champions are Serpent and a Serpent counter Spiral, who is also a very good Dark Phoenix counter Spiral. So, yeah, I mean, like, and the other 10 champions are supposed to be the other defenders. So that means Serpent is going to be a defender in here, Spiral's going to be a defender in here, and I believe Bullseye is as well, since he's right here. And, you know, actually, now that I'm looking in the background, I see more champions here. That looks like Squirrel Girl and Dr. Doom. But there's no way they would release 7-star Doom this way. Right? Unless they did. Dude. That would be insane. That's who I would pick, without a shadow of a doubt. Like, yeah, 7-star, that's a no-brainer if he's in there, dude. There's no way, though, right? I don't know. But I think Bullseye, Spiral, and Serpent are all guaranteed to be in there. And out of those 3, I already have Serpent Sig 200. I already have Bullseye, like, Sig 100. My Spiral is unduped, though, so at the bare minimum, I could awaken her with this. But yeah, man, I'm just really, really excited about this content. It just sounds like a ton of fun. It's going to be really enjoyable to stream, and I look forward to a good challenge and sharpen up my skills. So I feel like a little rusty. I've not really played the game for about a week, so it's going to be great. It's going to be so much fun. And again, it's going to be the day after the Titan update. So hell yeah, man. I'm going to have a whole plethora of new champions, hopefully. Hopefully the Titan opening goes well. So, we also have Grandmaster's Grace 2. When I first heard that, I was like, is that like a Grandmaster's Gauntlet Part 2 or something? Like, huh? But no. What this is all about was, if you guys recall, a month or 2 ago, you know, they launched a system, a pity system, basically, for purchasing crystals. It was like a test initially. I think Luke Cage is one of the test champs, you know, so it's basically if you open up a certain amount of crystals, you're guaranteed to get like a 7-star Luke Cage. But no one cared about that because it's a 7-star Luke Cage. You know, why no one's spending money and units to get that champion? You know, if people are spending money and units on crystals is already terrible value. It's bad. It's very bad. And you're not going to do that for an old champion, you know. if you're ever going to do it, it's for hype, crazy new champions. So that's what everybody wants it to be for. So they're finally doing that, but there's a caveat which I don't like, and it's so you're locked into a saga with this. You know, if this was like, if there was no limit, you know, if it was just every certain amount of crystals you're going to get the next future champion, like I might actually start opening crystals and going for crystals to like get close, and then when there's a crazy champion I really want, I'm like, I'll have it like guaranteed, almost like teed up, you know. But you can't do that because you're restricted to a saga, which is, you know, still way better than going for a Luke Cage or something like that, you know. But I feel like for the majority of the player base, this really doesn't matter. But for the people that do buy those crystals, this is a massive deal. This is a big deal. But, you know, I would say most people, because it's not really good value, don't go for these crystals. But if you're someone who doesn't go for these crystals and this has you intrigued and it would get you to start purchasing more crystals, you know, let me know. For me, I don't think so. I can't see myself opening up 120 crystals to get a featured set. I can't see myself doing that. But yeah, I think it is a good addition and overall healthier for the game. And it's a big addition to the whales that do buy these crystals. Because I have people in my alliance, you know, that do. You know, you guys know Yusafa. We've got some other whales too. And if they really want a new champ, sometimes they have to open like over 1,000 crystals to get them as a 7-star. That's RNG. RNG is a fickle mistress. So yeah. All right, what else we got? So we got Webstore Market Loyalty. So this is basically, it never expires, and it's a unique currency to the Webstore. So at launch, it's going to be exchangeable for profile pictures, emotes, and 7-star incursion crystals. Why is it the incursion crystal, man? Like, you couldn't create a Webstore crystal? Like, that'd be cool. But I guess if you did that, then people would complain that you have to spend money on the Webstore to get a crystal like that. So, but I don't know. The incursion crystal does not have me excited at all. But this emote right here, this Drax laughing. Oh man, it just reminds me of I think it was Guardians 2, when like Mantis exposed that Star-Lord was like feelings for Gamora or something, and then Drax just started laughing at him. Like, it's just, oh, I love Drax. Is so funny. I need to get this emote, dude. This is gonna be the new Loki laugh. Oh man, I need that emote. That is that is just funny. So yeah, the Adam one too is kind of funny. I don't know why. That just reminds me of Lagacy. I don't know why. And then yeah, they just kind of went over some of the stuff they talked about before. Radiance is live. Battlegrounds. They're still working on, you know, some other Battleground stuff that they promised. So that's cool that they haven't just forgotten about it. So raids. There's going to be an entire raid month upcoming. Where was that? Did I pass it already? But there's going to be Fantastic4 themed bosses, which is cool. So probably Annihilus, Psycho Man, maybe Diablo, Doom, maybe the final boss. So additions to all champion pools, new raid, roll boost test map. And then, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be like an entire raid month. Yeah, here we go. So starting in July, 4 weeks of raids, 4 new raid bosses every week, and week 4 features the previous 3 bosses as mini bosses. So Doom's probably the final boss for that one. That's why he's here. So an entire month of raids. That's going to be pretty cool, man. And then, yeah, they also talk a little bit more about the new relics. So these ones are green. So I have a theory that maybe these are 7-star relics, since they're green. You know? Could totally be off base on that. Just a theory. But they're going to be different. So there's going to be one primary attribute and one secondary, giving a bonus stat, bonuses on both attack and defense, which is a massive difference because before, relics never affected defense at all, but now they will. I like that though. I actually really like that. That's cool. No runes or slot choices, and future dev diary in the works. And so we have a bullseye relic, which we already were shown. Looks like a Captain America Infinity War relic. Is that Colossus? Yeah, Colossus Relic, a Destroyer Relic, Hulkling Relic, an Iron Man Infinity War Relic, and a Superior Iron Man Relic. And to me, the one that stuck out the most here is this Hulkling Relic. This Hulkling Relic looks chef's kiss with his wings. It just, oh man, the sword glowing, man, that relic just looks beautiful. Oh man, it looks so good. Yeah, then there's also this whole, there's a Fantastic Force recruitment. So everyone gets a grant of 2-star champions. And it's going to be a competitive, it says competitive meta event format, but it's really just going to be like whoever plays the most. It's not, I don't think it's really about like skill as much. It's about who plays the most. And whoever plays the most gets the highest rank rewards with a featured 7-star champion, which I believe is the High Evolutionary here. I do believe that to be who this is. And number 1 gets 11 copies. So that's going to be like a SIG 200, which would be insane. So, yeah, man, this is going to be something. Might have to grind for this. I don't know. Just stream this every day, 12-hour streams, just doing this. Go for number 1. It'd be insane. I don't think I'm going to do that. I mean, if you guys really want to see it, I mean, that's good stream content. But yeah, that's really it, guys. That's pretty much everything. This video is still super long. But yeah, I think by far what I am most excited about is the Wheel of Fate. I was gonna say Wheel of Time, Wheel of Fate event, man. I'm really stoked for this. Again, be expecting me to be live streaming on June 11th when this drops, checking it out, and yeah, coming up with strategies, maybe make a guide or something. But yeah, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this video. Let me know in the comment section down below what you're most excited about with all of this new stuff. Mine's the Wheel of Fate. But yeah, it's so good to be back. I missed you guys. And we'll get back to streaming very soon. Probably Monday, tomorrow. We'll be live. Probably doing some Battlegrounds in the off season. Working on this event here. There's like some cool emotes in here I kind of want to scoop up. So maybe we'll do that. But yeah, guys, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this video. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content. Thank you so much for all the love and support. And yeah, you guys are the best. I missed you. I'm back. Let's go. Peace.